Let this fill up with some people before I start talking. Two people watching. 3 people watching now. Let it fill up and then I'll start speaking. Here we go. More and more coming in. Let it get filled and then I'll speak. I know you're here, Pam. I'm just going to let this fill up with some people before I start speaking on this. Hey, Ronnie, I want you to stay on this and watch this live. Hey, I want you to stay on here and watch this live, dude. You all out here thinking my mom and Kenny's somebody good, dude, up there in Dayton, bro. I want you to watch this live before you all start thinking shit. Let this thing get filled up. Come on, people. Let's get more and more people on here. Here it goes. Everyone coming in now. Keep on coming, people. I want everyone to share this live video so more and more people can get on and watch this. I know you are, Ronnie. You are one hell of a dude and everything, dude, but you got the wrong impression off of my mom and Kenny, dude. And I do want you to watch this live sometime tonight when you get off work or something, so you'll be able to understand what the real them are. She has every one of you all up there dating full right now, dude. I need more and more people on this thing before I go. I need one of you all to tag my dad in this so he can be on here and comment and everything too. Like I said, I want everyone to share this video so it gets out to more and more people. Yeah, I need my dad on here. Thank you, Pam. Alright, now since my dad's on here, I want him to also share the video to his Facebook so the people that are helping him with Mackenzie's case can also see my side of the view and everything too. So how is everyone doing tonight? Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. I got 10 views right now, but after you all start sharing, hopefully it gets to more and get out there to everyone. That I will not cuss. I'll try not to. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start off when I was younger. Back to before my sister's death and everything. My mom got with this dude named Kenny. Everyone pretty much knows him now. They are both now involved with somewhat of knowing or anything of what happened that night to my sister's murder. And they still are together and everything. But they got together a while back when I was younger and everything. But she says she's a mother and everything, and claims she's a mother, and says she wants to be there for her kids, and tells everyone that she's here for us. But when we was younger, me, my brother, Douglas, and my sister, Mackenzie, that was killed in 2006. We all went through a hard life with them. Living there on the weekends and everything, staying with them. We went through a hard life with them. She says she's a mother and everything, but how is she a mother when she lets her boyfriend do the stuff he did to us? We grew up at her house pretty much in punishment 24/7. Anything we did, we got in trouble for it. Even though she claims they were just playing around and everything. And I remember when we was younger, all the stuff that happened and everything. I kept my mouth shut for almost 19 years now. I'm going to be 20 in October. And I'm fed up with everything. She's making herself out here to be a wonderful mother and everything to her kids when she's not really in our lives and nothing. But when we was younger, every time we get in trouble, it wouldn't be by my mom. It would be by her boyfriend, Kenny, and everything. Because Mom was never home. Mom always worked and was never home with us. We was always stuck at home with Kenny. But anything we did, we get in trouble for it. We would get boots thrown at us that he would just throw at us because he would get pissed off because we wasn't listening to him and shit. We also was hung on hooks that you hang like flowers up on by our belt buckles and everything till they pretty much broke and you fell to the floor. But Mom clears up and down. It was all fun and game for us. I remember living with them on the weekends, how hard it was. We couldn't even go to the refrigerator without getting something to eat, something to drink, without getting bitched at for going without asking to get something to eat or drink. I remember when I was younger and we lived in a trailer park type thing. My mom's boyfriend got pissed off at me one day, and I was outside playing in the yard. I wasn't listening to him. I wasn't coming in the house or something. And so they had a lab, and they sicked the lab on me. And I have a scar down my side because where I ran from the dog and I jumped up in the old truck that had rust on the side. Well, when the dog jumped up, I went down the side of the truck and cut my side open. I went 3 days before they took me home to my dad's with that cut still cut open and gushing blood and getting infected. When my mom took me home, those 3 days later after that incident, she dropped me off a block down the road and made me, my brother, and my sister walk to my dad's house. Didn't drop us off in front of the house or nothing. She dropped us off a block over. Made me walk down. I remember getting in the house and my sister Mackenzie, before she died and everything, she told Dad, she said, "Dad, you need to take Harrison to the hospital." And Dad didn't know why, what was going on or nothing. Mom never told him. Well, Dad looked down at my t-shirt, my tank top I had on, and my whole side that the cut was on was covered in blood of my tank top. So Dad rushed me to the hospital. Every time we got hurt at Mom's house, she would never take us to the hospital. It was always drop us off a couple of days later at Dad's house and have Dad take us to the hospital. But she claims she's a mother. I remember my little brother Douglas when he got burnt across his back by my mom's brother. Mom never got pissed off, wasn't mad at her brother or nothing. Took my brother to my dad's, dropped him off, let my dad take him to the hospital. My brother was burnt all the way across his back, and they had to scrape it off. And they had my dad out in the hallway, and just listening to my brother scream and holler probably killed my dad the most. Because my brother was only 5 years old. I remember when I was younger, and I was down at my grandma's and grandpa's, my mom's and dad's house, and I pissed my grandpa off, and he grabbed me up by my neck and stuff and left marks all over my neck. Dad went off on him and everything. Dad called the cops and everything, and he was going to press charges on my grandpa over it. And my mom dropped the charges. Told the cops that she wasn't pressing charges on her dad and nothing over what he did when I was covered in bruises all over because of him. And then the biggest one of it all was my sister Mackenzie. I remember her getting in so much trouble for everything she did. Mackenzie was the sweetest girl anybody could know. Could put a smile on anyone's face. But they did her so wrong. They made her do a lot of things that a parent should have never done. Always locked her in closets, yell at her for stuff that she didn't even do or nothing. And in 2006, my sister wanted to move in with my mom. So Dad was nice enough and he let her go ahead and go. Well, 3 months later, after she was there, my sister was killed in a house fire. And the person I figured to be by me and my brother's side the most would be my mom. The one that was also there at the house when it was on fire. But I remember sitting in the thing when my sister was in her coffin. Never had my mom beside my side. She sat away from me and my brother. Me and Dougie sat there beside my dad in tears. Didn't know what was going on. After that, my mom disappeared and went on vacation, everyone. Spent her time on vacation. But she said she's a mother, but couldn't even be there for her two boys that were hurt and everything over losing their sister. Then, when I was in 6th grade, my appendix ruptured while I was at visitation center with her. And I passed out on the floor at the visitation center. And when I passed out and everything, my dad and them came and got me. And she got pissed off at my brother because he wanted to leave to go with me to make sure I was okay. Well, I ended up going to the hospital. They found out my appendix ruptured. And, like, if I didn't make it there in 2 days, I would have ended up dying from it. The only person that was there for me through all that was my father and my stepmom, Kim. Mom was there. I was there in the hospital 11 days. Mom's probably spent at least 6 hours with me throughout those 11 days. Every time she would show up, she would get a phone call and have to leave. But she still claims she was a mother to us. Now it's going on 12 years since my sister's death. And the only one been by our side and watched her grow up after that murder of my sister and everything was my father and my stepmom, Kim. My mother claims that she tried everything she could to see us, to be in our lives. Always went to court and tried to get custody of us. But then always had a reason why she couldn't be at court. I remember one time she had court, and right before court I got on her Facebook and to see what she was doing and everything. And she was in Florida. An hour before she had court, she went to Florida. Having a vacation, living it up with my cousins and everything down there in Florida at Walt Disneyland. But she's a mother to us, supposedly. She claims up and down she's a mother. Been here for all us, up and down all what she says. But my 19 years, I really didn't have a mother by my real mom. My mother to me was my stepmom. The one that watched me grow up, was there for my school stuff, was there when I went to sleep every night and everything. But now my real mom, if that's what I call her, to me, she's really nothing to me now. But I moved in with her this year, the beginning of this year. And I went down there to clear my head and get out of the courthouse and everything. And try to get my head cleared and get on the right track. Well, it was just odd that when being down there, living with her, listening to everything she said about my father. They put my father down so much over his live videos of my sister. The only person that's been out here trying to do something and see something come out of my sister's case, they try to put him down over it. Like my mom's boyfriend, we was at lunch one day, straight to my face and to my mom, said that he would show up to my father's house and would shut him up because of these live videos he was doing on my sister's case. But my mom didn't say one word. I am only 19, but my mom let me go to her work, where she was a boy tender. But if she's a mother and everything, why would you take your son to a boy when he's 19 and was serving him alcohol over the boy? Or why would your boyfriend be at your work talking about selling pills to people that go to your job? But you're a mother, and you let me be around this stuff. Let me witness this. How are you a mother? You try to be a mother and everything, but you're really not a mother to me. 18 years, really didn't see you much. Now I'm 19, got to live with you for 3 months, and I pretty much didn't like it, but you claim you're a mother to me and want to be there for me and be there for my brother and them. But how are you going to do that if you let everything happen to us when we was younger and still let stuff go on while we're 19, 18 now? I don't know how to change it, Dad. Let me see how I do this real quick before I keep going. I don't know how to make this public, Dad. I'll just wait till I'm done finish the video, Dad, and I'll go back and make it public after I'm done with it. But like I was saying, how is she a mother when she let us grow up 19 years of dealing with child abuse and shit, but still can child abuse and everything, but still lay her head down beside the man she is still with today? Recently, I just moved out of my mom's this weekend. When I was down there, my mom gave me 2 Care Bears and some stuff that came out of the house after the fire. The 2 Care Bears was my sister's. They was on her bed the night of the fire, or in her room. They have the smoke damage still on them. Well, she gave them to me, told me I can have them. But the only way I could have them was I was never allowed to take them out of my dad's house. Or out of her house to my dad's. They had to stay there. But she promised me they were mine. And I could have them. Well, when I moved out, I took those Care Bears. They were mine. They was my sister's. So I took them. I mean, my dad's the one that bought them anyways before the fire anyways. So pretty much it's his property that he's getting back anyways. But I went ahead and took them. And later on the night, I got a phone call from my mom. And my mom called me, and she was pissed off because I took these Care Bears. She was cussing me out, talking about they were going to file a police report on me for taking the Care Bears that was mine, that she gave me. But she swears up and down she's a mother to me. But she would see me locked up in jail over something that she gave me. How is that a mother? So I got off the phone with her. I called my dad and let I called my dad and let him know what just happened. He told me not to worry and everything, that he was standing right beside me. Well, as soon as I get done with that phone call with him, I go to make another phone call, and I find out that she shut my phone off. But not only did she shut my phone off, she blocked me off of her Facebook. But she's still a mother. How is she a mother to me or my brother if she has us blocked off her Facebook and have no way to talk to her, and then shut your son's phone off? What it is now where she lives, no one knows the truth about her being a mother. She makes herself to be there and acts like she's a mother to me and my brother. And the way she does that is she'll go on with a fake account to our pages and steal our photos. And then she'll post them on hers, acting like she was there. Acting like she was around during all these times. I played football, did wrestling, was active all through high school or stuff. Never once was my mother at any of my wrestling matches, any of my football games. And if she would sit on her boyfriend's side of the family's side of the field, because her boyfriend's cousin played for a different team, and if we played that team, she would sit on that side of the field, not on the same side as her son was on. But she claims she's a mother to me. What it is she's worried and everything, that everything's going on with my sister's case and everything. When I lived with her, and what made me move out of her house was she put a protection order against my father, and we're trying to shut his live videos down. And on that protection order, she threw my name in it. Never asked me if I wanted to be on it or nothing. Didn't have nothing, no clue about this protection order. Threw my name on it so I couldn't talk to my father. Because she believed I was down there getting information about my sister's case, and was glad, she was worried that I was down there getting all this stuff to help my father out. But she would never speak the truth. Everything I found out by her ended up coming out to be lies. She's one of the persons that could look you straight in the face, but still lie to you. And would stab you in the back if she could get a chance. But this is not the first time she tried to get me arrested over something that she gave me and tried to say I stole. When I was living with my father, she also had another cell phone that she bought me and my brother. They was matching phones. Bought us both one. She got pissed off one day because I wouldn't put my bank account in her name so she could wash my money and everything. So she shows up to my dad's house. A person that she says she's scared of and everything shows up to his house. Calls the cops while she's outside of his house. Just to get me arrested because I wouldn't give her the phone that she gave me. But she swears up and down she's still a mother to me and my brother. How is she a mother when she really hasn't done nothing for us? Like I said, 19 years and almost 18 years. 19 for me and 18 for my brother. Didn't do nothing really for us. For my sister Mackenzie, it sucks to say it, but she was only 8 years. 8 years of not really having a mother. 3 months out of those 8 years is when she really had a mother, when she lived with her. But that's all she had. That's all she could live against. But everyone knows up and down that my sister was ready to come home. She was ready to come back to Dad's house to be with Dad and me and my brother Douglas. But it's sad to say that she did not make it. And it is hard to keep my mouth closed like I've been. I've been holding a lot in on my chest for 12 years of my sister's death. Try to stay out of everything and just let my dad handle it. And he has done a hell of a job over what he's done. He's been in so many battles, but won them battles to keep my sister's name out here and alive. And I just want everyone to know, I stand 100% right beside my dad's side on my sister's case. If he ever needed anything, I would be there to help him in a heartbeat. The only reason no one sees my mom doing anything for my sister's case is she either knows what happened that night and she don't want the truth to come out, or she knows who did it and that person is close to her and she don't want to lose that person and get herself in trouble for what happened that night. She told me the only reason she would not go live or go anywhere and help my dad with this case is because she would never turn against her boyfriend, Kenny. The man that she still lays her head down beside. The man that treated us like crap. The man that did so much shit to my sister, Mackenzie, before her death. Like I said, Mackenzie was one of the toughest girls, could do anything, but kept a smile on her face and would make sure everyone was happy. She could have the worst day of her life, but still be able to smile and make sure everyone else was smiling too. And they did her so wrong. Kenny Mossbarger, the one my mom is still with today. My sister had a problem where she wet the bed and everything. And when she would let the bed and everything, they would take her sheets off the bed and make her sleep on the bed even though it had pee still on it. Or they would take her underwear that she peed in and would put it over her head. Or they would lock her in a closet till she screamed to death. Mackenzie went to school day by day without voices because she was locked up in a room or locked up in a closet and would scream the whole time. Me and Dougie was small and we couldn't do that much or say that much to protect Mackenzie. But now that her case is getting closer and closer, and me and Dougie are now 18 and 19, and pretty much adults now, it's time for me and him to let everyone know what happened, our life with them. And also stand here and be beside my father's side and help him figure out what happened that night to my sister. And I do want to thank everyone that goes on there and watches my dad's lives and keeps in contact with them and doing everything they do with Mackenzie's case. Hopefully the case isn't done and over with by this year. But like I said, my mom says she's a mother to us. But how would she be a mother to kids that she don't have nothing really to do with? Pays her child support, but she gets behind. How can you get behind in child support paying $80 a week? She's a bartender. She makes good money, but only pays $80 a week, but kept getting behind. My mom's problem with money-wise, she would support her other family. Her cousins, her nieces, her nephews, her brothers and stuff. And the main brother that my mom stuck with and still sticks with today is William. And no one knows why. Why William? She bought this man a house right behind hers. Didn't ask for no money back. Anything he asked for, Mom would do. But the rest of her family, she didn't really care too much about. But now, since my sister Casey coming to an end and everything, they're pretty much dropping the rest of the family off. It's just pretty much her, Amber, that is my mom's sister that lives in Florida, and William. They're the only three sticking together. But nobody knows why. I tried to figure out why I was down at Mom, what was going on. Because when Mom would watch my dad's lives and everything, she would bring it up to me. Talk bad about him. Call everybody on there liars and can't believe what people say on there and everything. But she didn't want me to talk to my dad at all. Always thought I was hiding stuff from her with my dad. If I walk out of the room on the phone with my dad, I guess I was hiding something from her. But when my dad was doing his lives and everything, she would walk out of the room when she calls William or Amber and go hide in the garage and talk. But if I go out there in the garage while she's on the phone, she'll stop talking and tell him to call her back later. How is she a mother if she has to hide stuff from me? She ain't a mother to me. Like I tell everyone, and like I said on here, the only real mother I had on my side my whole 19 years was my stepmom. And that is Kim Branham. It is now my dad's wife. They are married and been married for a while. Kim came into my dad's life in 2006, right before my sister's death and everything. And she's been a wonderful person to me and my brother. Done so much for me and my brother. Been by my dad's side through all this as she can. But not my real mom. Pretty bad when a stepmom is the one that has to hold you at night when you get nightmares of everything about your sister and everything. Not your real mom. But my mom claims she's a mother to me. I can't see her as my mom. The only thing she is pretty much to me is a woman that my blood is from. And that's how I look at it, and it's hard to say that, but that's how it has to be. I went 19 years through hell because of her. But to her, everything was perfect. Her and Kenny did everything just right. The child abuse and everything was just all games. How did everyone call that games? Getting hit in the head by a boot is not fun. Getting hung on a hook for flowers and falling to the floor because your belt buckle broke is not fun. How is that fun to people? But she still lays her head down beside this man every night, tells everyone it's her husband. But they ain't even married. How is she your husband if you still got my last name? And if I could, I would make sure you wouldn't have my last name. I do not want her to have my last name. I'd rather go back to her original name or take his last name. Because she wasn't a mother there. She never was a mother figure. Before Kim came in our life, and before my sister's death, the mother figure for me and my brother was my sister Mackenzie. She always did everything for us. Clean our bedroom. Everything. Help us with our homework. She was there. I remember her always meeting me down by my classrooms after school to walk me to the bus. But never did have a real mother in my life till 2006 when my stepmom came in. But everyone out here that don't know the real story of my mom now believes she's a wonderful mom because that's how she acts. She acts like she's the perfect mom and would do anything for her kids. But she let us go through so much. She was never a mother to us and never will be. The only kid that she really done anything for was my sister Jennifer. And Jennifer is my older sister on my mom's side. And the only reason Jennifer and my mom get along and everything is because my mom moved her down there. My mom paid for her to go to college. Mom pretty much did anything Jennifer asked. But after the fire, that's the one my mom was accusing of. Telling her when she was young that she's the reason the house caught on fire because she laid clothes on a heater. But Jennifer, I guess, let it go. Saw mom as a mom and took her in. And now is acting just like her. But the only way my mom was a mother to us and would try to be a mother to us was by money. It was always a bribe. You want to see me? Well, I'll buy you this. You need money? Well, you need to see me. You want this? You got to see me. And if she didn't get her way, then she started taking it out. Oh, well then you don't need money, or you don't need this. If she was a real mother, it wouldn't be about money. It wouldn't be about gifts. It'd be about the love. But like I said, she claims she's a mother to us, and she never will be. And that's how I want everyone to know the truth about her. Because she got so many people fooled. Got so many people thinking she's one hell of a mom. And that she's always been here for me and my brother. Never has. Never will be. But she claims she's a mother to us. Alright, y'all, but that's it. That's all I can say right now. Next time I'll be live, it will be with my father Sunday night on his page. I want everyone on there to go watch and follow Mackenzie's story. So if y'all don't have my father on Facebook, please add him. It is Donald Branham. And everybody watches live videos Sunday night. And you guys will see the Care Bears and stuff that I got from my mom's house that she gave me. That caused a big argument with her and me tonight, and pretty much she's done with me over it. Why is she mad over me taking the thing that she gave me to from my sister's room after the fire? She didn't have nothing to do with them anyways. When I moved in down there, they was in trash bags, sitting in a closet. But she's mad because she gave them to me and I took them when I left. Why is she mad over it? She didn't want nothing to do with them. So why does she want something to do with them now? But like I said, Sunday night will be the next live I go with, and it'll be on my dad's Facebook, on his page when he does his live about my sister. So I want every one of you all to add him on Facebook and follow his live on my sister. And I want you all to have a wonderful night. And that's the end of it.